What's up, everybody? This is Mike Iannello of the Action Network, here to give you my best MLB plays for Friday. And what a Friday it is. It's like the March Madness of MLB baseball. We got the White Sox Astros at 2, Braves Brewers at 4:30, Red Sox Rays at 7, Dodgers Giants at 9:30. Packed slate. Let's dig in. I have two plays I really like today. For the first one, I'm going to go with the Braves Brewers under 7. I know that's a low number, but that just makes it more fun. Corbin Burnes is an elite pitcher, and I don't know if he'll win the Cy Young Award, but he probably should in my opinion. Burnes went 11-5 this year with a 2.43 ERA. He had the lowest ERA in the entire league, and his expected ERA was even lower at 2.01. He led the league with a 2.3 xFIP, and with a 12.61 K-9 rate, and a 35.6% strikeout rate. He throws a 96-mile-an-hour cutter, and frankly, I have no idea how anybody hits it. Now, the Braves do have a pretty good offense, led by Freddie Freeman and Austin Riley, but over the last 30 days of the season, Atlanta ranked 10th in weighted on-base average and 14th in weighted runs created. And I always tend to side with the better pitcher over the better offense. Opposing Burnes would be Charlie Morton. Morton went 14-6 with a 3.34 ERA and 3.31 xFIP this season. Ground Chuck lives at the bottom of the strike zone, and even when he does give up hits or gets in a little bit of trouble, he does a great job working out of it, because he has a 49.5% ground ball rate and a 28.6 strikeout rate. In the last 2 seasons with Tampa Bay, Big Game Chuck made 6 playoff starts and went 5-1 with a 2.10 ERA. He allowed 1 run or less in 5 of his 6 starts last playoffs. Milwaukee's offense is a bit concerning entering the playoffs. Over the last 30 days of the season, they ranked just 22nd in weighted on base average and 23rd in weighted runs created. And over the last 2 weeks, they were 29th in both categories. With an ice-cold offense mixed with an elite starting pitcher, I'll back the under here. For my second play, I'm going with the San Francisco Giants plus 105. Just like they have been the entire season, the Giants continue to be undervalued. San Francisco was atop the NL West standings for pretty much the entire season, all but one day, except since May. Yet the Dodgers were still favored to win the division pretty much until the Giants clinched it. San Francisco began the postseason tied for the 4th best odds to win the World Series, and is an underdog in Game 1 at home. Yeah, Walker Buehler's been excellent this season, and he's a Cy Young candidate, but the Giants have seen plenty of him, and Buehler had success. The way the schedule worked out, he already faced San Francisco 6 times this season. Eventually, all that familiarity caught up with him. In his last start against San Francisco, he got tagged for a season-high 6 earned runs in just 3 innings. The Dodgers' offense is very good, but they're probably not as elite as I think people expected them to be, and a big reason why is their 2 former MVPs, Mookie Betts and Cody Bellinger, both had really bad seasons. Bellinger was especially bad. He did battle injuries, but only one player in the league with at least 300 plate appearances had a lower WAR than Bellinger did. On top of that, Los Angeles was dealt a huge blow with the loss of Max Muncy. He's going to miss this entire series, if not the postseason, and he's been their best player all season. He leads the team in WAR, home runs, RBIs. Losing Muncy is huge for this lineup, especially with the other 2 still slumping. As the rest of the league continues to be filled with young superstars, the best team in baseball was led by a pair of 34-year-olds in Buster Posey and Brandon Crawford, both of whom, by the way, have multiple World Series rings. They helped San Francisco finish 4th in weighted on base average and 5th in weighted runs created this season. You don't exactly think of San Francisco as a power team, but they clubbed the 2nd most home runs in the league this season. Now, the Giants will start Logan Webb in Game 1, and he's been absolutely brilliant since the All-Star break. Webb has not taken a loss since May 5th, and he had a 2.71 ERA and a 2.69 xFIP in 16 starts since the All-Star break. On top of that, Webb has also been dominant at home this year. In 12 home starts, Webb posted a 1.69 ERA in San Francisco, and the Giants went 12-0 in his home starts. Only the Seattle Mariners have been more profitable to bet on this year than San Francisco Giants. So I'm going to back them as an underdog pretty much every time, especially with Logan Webb, especially at home. Give me the Giants at anything plus money. Those are my 2 picks for the day. Good luck, everybody.